Alright, welcome to Auto Grow 10x5, and 10x5 meaning the size of the tent, 10x5. So anyway, if you've been following along last video, which was the first video, I basically showed you the strains, and I'll mention them again. Unfortunately, 2 of them didn't pop out of 10, and the ones that didn't pop is Critical Orange and Diesel. So it's been 7 days today. They haven't popped yet. I just uncovered them a little bit, see if I can get them to pop. I threw one more seed in of the Critical Orange, see if I can get that to pop. But neither here nor there. What we got going on is Auto Pineapple Express, Auto Lemon Ziddle, Auto Blue Ace CBD, and Auto Northern Lights CBD, and we have these going under the Platinum R1150 14 band spectrum dimmable, and IP65 moisture resistant. Anyway, let me back up a little bit. So I said in the last video, the following weekend, which was this morning actually, I did transplant, and I put them in number 5s, and once again this time here I used a block of Pro Mix, and I used 2 bags of Nature's Gift to the Gods number 4, which are both kind of hot soils. So like I said before, I've used the Pro Mixed with Happy Frog and Ocean Forest, 1 each, and I've used them each way with 2 each. And once again, I've used Pro Mix by itself, which somebody asked me in the previous video, which is fine. The only thing is, when I use the Pro Mix by itself, at this point here, today, when I watered them, I would have tickled in a few milliliters of Remo. The first feeding is actually 5 milliliters per gallon, so what I would have done is probably 2 milliliters to gallon, because Pro Mix is pretty neutral. That being said, what I did was, because it was a hotter soil mix, I watered them about 2 gallons each, and I basically went 5 milliliters of fish shit, which is the full feeding, a ½ milliliter each A and B of the Flying Skull Nutrients Z7, which is full strength per gallon, and also Ferocious by Jungle Control in veg state, 10 milliliters per gallon, and that was full strength at this point. Other than that, I'm going to let them feed off the soil, and I'd imagine it'll be a week or 2 before we see any real development. We're going to get some root growth in there, and I'm sure the fish shit in a week is definitely going to make that happen. So once again, like I said, I got these here going under the Platinum R1150, and unfortunately 2 of them didn't pop, which is not a problem, because if you've been following with me over the past few years, I've actually had my automatics in a 4x4, and one automatic can actually take up the whole 4x4. So let's carry on here. That being said, we'll move over, and the next 2 here we got going on is an Auto Black Lemon and an Auto Honey Peach CBD, and we have these 2 going under the Echo Speed model 3590 450 watt Cobb Creed dimmable unit, and it's definitely a frost producer if you followed my videos from the past. So we'll see what it can do to automatics. And the last 2 here, which is another black Auto Black Lemon and Auto Northern Lights times Big Bud. What I did here, if you followed my videos in the past, I've tested both these lights. The middle one's a 200 watt CANNA-TIE Cobb Creed unit. It's dimmable, and also from my last video series was the tested JC Bright 100 watt LEDs. Well, they actually sent me 2 of them, so I configured this setup here. I figured it'd be beneficial. I like to see what it's going to do. I'm very anxious. All in all, it's the first time I grow automatics under any of these lights, so it's a little test for myself also. Basically in here we're running a 30 pint dehumidifier, and we're running a 14,000 BTU AC, portable style. Temperature in here right now is running about 77 degrees at about 55% humidity. And the only thing I did different this time in this particular tent is I hooked up my sniffer unit to my CO2. I was running a timer in here in the past, 15 on, 15 off. And I only got set on 500 right now. Don't really need, obviously, the CO2, but she's running in the tent right now. I'll tell you, I opened the doors here, I got it running here about 1300. So when the AC kicks on a few times, evacs it out, it'll lower it. Don't really need it at this point. So it's about it for now. Another week we'll do another video, see how we stand. I almost guarantee we won't see too much development. We're going to probably concentrate on root development, and as soon as the roots hit the bottom of the pots, they'll take off on top. So what we're hoping to see is at least 4 or 5 weeks before we see any bud development at all, because from my past experience I've had automatic start showing bud signs in 3 weeks. Therefore I know it's usually going to be a runted small automatic, and the ones I've had in the past that actually have budded as late as 5 weeks, I've been able to take them to 10 to 12 weeks, and they're 5-footers. Soda can buds. So that's what we're hoping for. So anyway, all I can say is thanks for watching. If you have any questions, I'll answer them. And just telling you exactly what I do, and I promise you I do that. So I think I covered about anything. This is my second attempt. I made a video earlier today, forgot to mention a few things, did it lights off. But really nothing to look at, lights off at this point. So I wanted to show you what I had to set up with the lights on. And so I did. Okay, so thanks for watching.